Гутен Мутен. Продолжаем Starfield. Так, не помню, где я там остановился. Но там были побочки, побочками и продолжим заниматься. По крайней мере, пока. Так. Обязательства Сара Моган. Вот она типа там на свадьбу хочет лететь, что ли? Или чё? Ага, подожди, так я могу вот это вот вернуть. Доказательства Вая Виктис. Убить спейсер мифический. Давай-ка я, наверное, вот это сейчас возьму. Так. У меня ж там контрабас там есть, да? Угу. А как положить их? Так я, наверное, загуглю. Так. Так, вот как прятать. Так. Грузовой отсек корабля. Ну и как мне переместить это в грузовой отсек корабля? Вот грузовой трюм. Вот. Вес 610. Инвентарь. Разное. Фронтир. Разное. Все отлично. На самом. Так, теперь давай-ка полетим на эту. Так, давай я это удаляю, это тоже удаляю, это тоже удаляю, новое сохраняю. Так, хорошо.
Welcome to UC space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared to land in New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Так, возвращаем доказательства. А потом можно, наверное, одну сюжетку захватить, да? Надо идти позакрываться.
There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Okay. I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks.
Блять. Так.
So, what's new with you today?
One day, I'm gonna leave New York.
Я просто даже не помню, что по той миссии теперь делалось. Блять, да что за долбоебизм? А, оказывается, да, здесь внутри это все. Так, сегодня еще, может быть, сыграем немножко фифу, посмотрим за United. Вот что за задание опять, блядь, какое-то дается? А, это ж этот командир, типа там папаша этой.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? Happily. But first I believe you owe me something. Your evidence?
Есть мне evidence, так.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world.
Ну и...
This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser.
В смысле
You can
придется...
find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. A military Model A, yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him. I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed, my purpose has not. You're saving the galaxy, Captain. What tool wouldn't you use to protect it?
Ну ладно, так. Так, подожди, а чё за... Объединенная колония, ну тоже... Я думаю, может быть, сделать пока задание этих объединенных колоний уже.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Блять, ну очень важная хуйня, блять, так. Сейчас надо этой... она пойдет еще кого-то, наверное, там валить, да?
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Да что там, блядь, не то еще. Объединенные колонии.
Excuse me. Captain, welcome back.
Вот ее,
I was
типа,
afraid you
папаша
might have
там.
gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? To each their own. Still remember my ceremony.
Так ладно, неинтересно,
One of the
как ты там
proudest
стоишь.
days of my life. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had...
Так,
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of...
А, робот этот ебучий.
Dealing with no other robot in the galaxy like him. That's right. You would need... Oh, how? How exactly did you...
Так. Давай я ей расскажу вот
That's
так,
not
как
funny.
есть.
Seriously, how'd you find them?
Вот сука.
No. That's insane. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's... What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
А,
I'm
Ну
sure
я
they
по
did.
среднему даю, да?
They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire...
He's alive. Ve Victus is still alive. This is just typical of UC bureaucracy. A cover-up of this magnitude could directly lead to war.
Блядь, Сара, что ты хочешь там, блядь? Что доебалась там,
I
блядь?
guess it makes sense though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Ve Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. Exactly. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time,
А вообще похуй, что ты чувствуешь.
I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, but that old world where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Ve Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making... No, but I am willing to try and make them a place we can be proud of. The UC that kept my father alive, that threw me out, those people aren't in charge anymore. And the ones that are, well, they're giving us a chance. It's up. Precisely. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do... So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But, if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser? I'm honestly not sure what his endgame might be. Involving himself in preventing terramorph attacks after all the damage he's done? Something doesn't add up. But he clearly understands how valuable it'd be to have Kaiser involved in this endeavor. So, I still think it'd be worth looking into. If you're willing. I can't blame you. If you decide you want to track Kaiser down, come back.
Что, блядь, надо было первое отвечать.
You thought some more about collecting Kaiser? think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time...
Даже какие-то подобия отражений, но в принципе нормально. Интересно, сколько наиграл Фил Спенсера в твой же проект?
I know it's here somewhere. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA.
И что мне надо делать?
So chances are he's gonna need some repairs.
Его еще починить надо, блядь.
You can give yourself authorization with the phrase "Nos belli machinis." Now, where exactly is the old machine? Oh, it's really not that daunting. So long as he's on a planet with some modicum of civilization, you should be able to cobble together.
Не, ну ты охуевшая тетя, блядь. Сама бы полетела и починила его.
Right? Oh my god. Are you talking about Nira? No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nira's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel.
Угу. Оп, и куда ты планшет в жопу, блядь, засунул?
The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at. Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates. And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you've got them.
Короче, в Ниру, ну давай в Ниру. Больше 80 метров не может приземлиться. Странный.
Suit pressure normal, everything in the green.
This is the result of humankind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed.
Customer, supplier, work. Regardless, you want jail.
Так.
You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige.
Хорошо, что пальбу не открыл, блядь. Кстати, а что это за планета-то такая, блядь, не Игра это, блядь? Тут меди дохуй, а фтор, вода, никель, да? Никель, фтор, фтора дохуища и больше. Так, ну давай, гель.
Hey! New model on the floor.
Ёб твою мать,
Welcome
тирамис.
to the one of a kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor.
Джио.
Turn mechs into money mostly. Plus selling equipment, information, and supplies to any short-term scrappers that want to take a shot at striking it rich out in the fields.
Так,
Appreciate it. Took years to get this place self-sustaining. Plenty elbow grease and creativity. Can I get you started on a tab then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over. It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, they're primarily from a group. Their unit was deployed to break the deadlock.
так я уже одних там захуярил первой кавалерии, чего там.
But as you can probably guess, left us plenty of scrap to build with though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate
Ну, блядь,
this place
обычно
to the
армяне
folks who
разбирают
made it
машины
possible.
там. Где-нибудь в Ростове, так.
So they were pretty widely considered the best damn mech unit in the Freestar militia. Maybe the galaxy. Their leader? Major Paxton Hull. They say he was some kind of tactical genius. Whole damn war, he always seemed to be just one step ahead of the UC. But all that changed here on Nera. The fighting was brutal, apparently. Between the aliens and the UC defenses, most of the first cav was wiped out. They say Hull snapped, that he couldn't handle the loss of so many good soldiers. When the ceasefire order finally came, he ignored it. Said he was too close to victory, and didn't want his people's lives to be sacrificed for nothing. So they court-martialed Hull and the other survivors of the first. Locked them all up, and that was that.
Так,
Lots of money to be made on mech scrap if you know where to look. And I just happen to sell a guide that'll show you the best spots to get started. Couple of words of warning, though. As you may have put together, Nera's more dangerous than a cellophane airlock. And it's not just the environment that'll kill you. UC brought Xeno weapons here during the Colony War, and more than a few decided to put down roots. Sirens are the ones you really need to watch out for. You've also got the unauthorized scrappers, Ecliptic being the worst of the bunch. Kill you for looking at them wrong. Luckily, we sell a wide array of problem solvers in various colors and calibers. Any near us? Ecliptic are the meanest damn soldiers of fortune in the galaxy. Make the Crimson Fleet...
короче, какие-то еще главорезы эти с Эклиптика.
You stumble across any out there, you back away slow. Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony. Original ones brought
Так,
to Nera
подкрепить слепые
all
пришельцы.
Xeno weapons. But those critters, but they left behind more than enough untrained babe. Here's what I've got.
Так, хорошо, а я ему что могу продать? Зато у него там денег не дохуя было. Какая говна, блядь. Так, наверное, быстрее, блядь. Так, всего ладно.
Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Moby Dick? Old Earth story about one Captain Ahab chasing some big fish that's bound to get him killed? We all thought the name was a good fit since our bot friend was so damn busy chasing that siren of his. Quality slate, too. Think I got a copy for sale if you want to give it a look. Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony war. Original ones brought to Nera were all xeno-weapons, but they left behind more than enough untrained babies. Little, slow on the uptake, huh? I'm pretty sure we're talking. So, sounds like you can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of you. But knowing this rock is part of
Блядь,
what
где
we
его
do
искать-то,
here.
лучше скажи и
So
все.
if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know. Going rate's a little steep. I mean, great for him, but that won't keep acetylene in our tanks. And honestly, would you be able to tell if... I'm listening.
Так,
I do understand. I'm trying to figure out a way to help you, okay? I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. Okay. You made your point. I'll give you a discount.
You didn't get this far being that naive. This facility isn't self-sustaining, and you know it. If terramorph attacks start wrecking cities across the galaxy, no one's coming to help the salvage yard at the tail end of nowhere. We're all in this together.
I guess I see your point. Look, I have to make something on this, but I'll lower the price, okay?
хотя у него 2000 получил.
Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, Shipwreck about a quarter click down.
Я ему сейчас и продам всякого говна на эти же деньги, блядь.
Said he heard some kind of beacon. Eyes open too. Sirens and ecliptic out there. And
Ладно, не берут пленных, это
corpse
понятно.
retrieval is not included in this transaction. Give Ahab a Kaiser, our bid. What can I do for you? No better selection.
Продаем ему. Поехали. Так, у него ж бабки... А, сука, ля, нет баба. Шел нахуй-то на меня.
Gel claims him and his
I'm pleased to see Scruzzers disassembling his necks. Down
Так, Гео может утверждать там, что хочет. Сколько туда? 171 метр. Слушай, ну реально какие-то, да, от войны так остались эти еще. Так, давай-ка теперь вот так. Сохранилась она, да.
Look at the state of this ship. It's as though it's been kicked apart from the inside out.
Нас сбили machines.
Voice. Controls. Unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to. Error. Power. Level. Insufficient.
Так, недостаточно питания там, блядь, урода.
Required. Type. Microcell. Inquire at. Salvage yard.
Так. Там же...
You picked the wrong fight.
Сара, где ты, блядь? Ну фраги крысит, то нихуя не делает, тварь.
Perhaps we should poke around this salvage yard and search for anything useful?
Так, ладно. Идем теперь. Ну, интересно, тут на Нире были, да? Бои, конечно. Да теперь надо еще купить у этого дурака батарейку, блядь, что ли?
Get you something? Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice.
Ну, разрядился, давай батарейку.
Peaches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a micro cell. That's military grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap.
Ну, 1700 нас еще с ним разница, я же ему-то продал. Говно всякого.
Only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock. Wouldn't have lasted real long here, doing what we do without a top-notch fabrication system. So long as you've got the specs, it should be able to handle making you a microcell. But finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through quite a few mech hulks out there to find what you need. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, I'm willing to make you a deal.
Давай посмотрим, сколько она стоит, чтобы не затягивать эту миссию, чтобы не крафтить это все говно, блядь.
But in return, any excess materials you collect, you sell to me, all right? Save us from risking our necks on another run out there. What do you say? I can't give you a guarantee, but a couple of mech types use microcells to power non-critical systems. All the intact microcells will be long gone, too valuable, but the parts to make one. So what do you say? Sell me what you don't need, then let me just mark those collections. Don't forget, whatever else you find in those spots, I'm sure you've seen them. They're everywhere. Little
Так, понятно, да.
It's just us here. All legal.
Одиннадцать косарей. Хуя себе. А у меня, в принципе, денег-то дохуя. Давай-ка я, наверное. Да неохота мне шароебиться по этой планете, если честно.
This place used to be a repair facility for mechs back during the war. Now we butcher them for fun and profit.
А, кстати, что у нас тут из науки есть? Кладовая, да? Ну, заодно не затягивать, потому что это просто банальный крафт. Так, ну мы все прокачиваем.
Heat leeches. Energy. Weapon disarmament. High risk. Major Sanon will have, although previous additional support may allow me to complete my, allowing me to leave. Very well. I will proceed to the mission site.
Блять, сука, урод. Ну давай посмотрим, как он воюет, этот боевой робот.
Hostile detected.
Make sure you strip everything useful from that thing.
Интересный свет, да, освещение такое.
Unit 99. But there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that reach. But it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest Ecliptic, a mercenary company like Ecliptic, would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Do you concur? xeno-weapon disarmament. Yes. Technically, yes. All xeno-weapons have a control interface, which allows them to be given orders. Scans suggest Ecliptic may already have Unit 99 subdued. If I could approach Unit 99, I could wipe its control interface, preventing it from ever being used as a weapon again. This would be technically sufficient for the parameters of my mission. However, it is my personal assessment that Nira would be better off with Unit 99 terminated. If these mercenaries were able to decipher a method to access Unit 99's control interface, it would allow them to deploy the weapon.
Слишком долго робот где-то, наверное, простоял.
At all costs.
I'm in total agreement. A frontal assault sounds like it's in order.
Moving out.
Ну, лобовая, так лобовая.
Probable threat detected. Search successful. Beginning elimination. Let's make this thing simple. Release the weapon.
We'll have to take them all down.
Блять. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Что-то я погорячился, да?
See if they've got any weapons or not. You've got nothing.
Elimination in progress. Unit 99 service is now
Так, ну что, все?
complete. Mine, however, continues.
Так, давай только обыщем всякого говна. Тут же по любэ что-то должно быть нормально. Или что, у них реально нихуя нет, что ли? Ага, давай. Так, там 3. Так, давай-ка 4 на вторую подходим, да? Блять. Блять, ну тут по-другому, оно никак, вот эти... Так, вот тут, значит, надо было вот тут... это 2. Так. А что ж ты будешь делать, а? Раз. Да, раз. 3. 4. Это не этот, а продаван там.
Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? Major Sinan is involved? A plague of terror you are docked at. One of a kind.
Ну ладно, там, так там, пусть сам пиздует, надеюсь, дойдет, блядь, не поломается там, блядь, по дороге. Блядь. А сломан робот, да? Блять, планета железяка.
Greetings, Captain.
It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to be okay.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's? Like a lot.
Ох, уж только по одной лестнице, нет лесен каждого отсека. Он в рубке, что ли, сидит, блядь? Я чуть не пойму, а где он, блядь?
Struts retract. Let's get out of here. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Так, подожди, мне надо куда вообще? Блять, там было сохраниться, да, надеюсь, не найдут этот контрабас, блядь.
Jump complete.
This is United Colony
Want to do it
6.
again, just for
Maintain
fun?
current course while we scan for contraband.
No? Maybe later.
And we're done.
We have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
Фига себе. Подпрыгнул.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian, Doctor. I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
Вы придумали, а меня хоть посвятили в это, нет?
Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on. I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
Мне кажется, она где-то хочет наебать, блядь, а... Ну, это еще одно задание. Ну, давай посмотрим, успеем ли мы его сделать. Думаю, может быть, да.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees? Well, just know that they were a natural predator of the terramorphs. Bloodhounds for them, allegedly. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course. Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using, well, using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively.
Чему я, блядь?
All our data suggests so. Asylees, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the terramorph data. On worlds where Asylees were present, terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asylees are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do. If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asylees were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock.
They're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Well, there is another option. It'd be faster, maybe even more effective. But it's got its own risks. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
Well, that's still not 100%. But it sounds like the Vanguard will actually be picking up a fair bit of it. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made a decision on which route we're taking.
А я не знаю, какие риски.
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie.
Я бы выбрал все-таки второе.
Well, so that's tricky.
Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials.
Я имею в виду не микробов, а других.
We can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees' gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines, or sharpen our microbes tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinium. It was the central hub for Asylees processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the terramorph data suggests Asylees were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman II, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the Terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the Terramorph source world. The Asylees were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Asylees were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinian could very well be where the Terramorph saga began. And the key to its end. It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board. It's dangerous, yes. But Kaiser, Percival, and I, we've trained for this. And you're not so green yourself. And the last thing I want right now is for the UC to stick us with some gung-ho jarhead who's gonna put us and the mission at risk. Captain, you're the reason we're all here right now. You're
Ладно,
the person
пошли.
I think can help us finish it. Will you join us on this? I think this is the answer. Now, the UC has a small operating base. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch. I'm gonna help
Что с
Percival and Kaiser
командованием
prep, so
связано?
once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there.
But you need to know, Londinian?
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
A lot on your mind?
Ну давай мы дополнительно посетим.
This is quite an impressive research facility. When it comes to the study of the Terramorph, it's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility.
You romanticize
But
a
someone
place
has
when
to
you're
deal
away
with the
from it
fact
for
that
long
the
enough.
Terramorphs have
Now you.
resurfaced.
What do you need? Oh, nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work? It's come up on my performance, but I know the needs of this facility inside and out. So, everyone, not that it should matter to you. I'm sorry. Who are you again? Oh, that's you then. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really... My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you.
Дети сестры, племянники, получается.
Don't think it's a controversial belief that the UC should spend its money on its own people, rather than doling out credits to pilots. But, considering the evidence before me, so, what you did for New Atlantis, I appreciate it.
Так,
Of course.
давай.
Consider yourself verified. Here's what...
Так а нахуя оно мне надо, если... Мне нахуй не надо, блядь.
I have things for you.
Мне своих хватит.
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately. Critical mission. Oh, you're with the collection team, aren't you? Fine. We'll send word you're on your way down. You're cleared to land.
Фаланга. А это что такое бензол? Так, ну за полчасика мы ее закончим, интересно, это все.
Good day, Captain.
Экстремальный холод. Что ты хочешь, алё, блядь? Ну точно, что экстремальный холод. Так.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser. Deflection. Lovely. Nervous then? Well, perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume he's with you?
Oh, the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without him.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot.
Понятно,
Except
ладно.
one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not. Do we understand each other?
Да понимаю, хуй вы придете так, да.
The initial Terramorph outbreak that overran Londinium during the tail end of the colony war came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Victus decided more definitive action. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ship, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20
Ну,
years
как бы спасая одно.
We are unwanted guests on this planet, and, as a rule, I don't put my people in any more risk than is absolutely necessary. We've got it. So, no. There'll be... Terramorphs, and plenty of them, outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defense. It's also why I want to make sure...
Мне нравится, что у них на планетах по одному-два города, блядь, и пиздец. А планета-то большая.
I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base at the... And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Cap. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our... Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set?
Нахуй и робота привез-то.
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Pinpoint's a bit strong.
The equipment will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you. No argument here. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by...
match our description? The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Give him one for me, all right? Can't chat right now.
Слушай, а давай-ка я сейчас так. Варон. Беовульф. Пульсар. Так, пульсар, конечно, хорошо. Так, ну это все какая-то хуйня, если честно. Так, и вместо второго я бы сейчас поставил бы нормальную винтовку. Немного боезапаса. Так. Так, это энергетический. Магнитарис. Так, это все, конечно, хорошо. Магазин 5, все это. Калиброванный пульсар. Мне надо именно винтовка хорошая. Они мне какую-то хуйню предлагают. Так. Продвинутый пульсар. Ну давай я вот это поставлю на двойку.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily.
gear? You ready to do this? Yeah, just pre-mission jitters. You hear? But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right.
Так, готов, пошли.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. Reopen the gate when ready.
Так, ладно, ну чё, пошли.
On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one.
Так, кстати, чё у меня там новенького? Ничего, не этот. Не прибавилось? Так. Ого, от бедра еще сколько надо завалить-то.
Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Shit. These things, they're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the more controlling them.
Да, блять, выйти, дайте это, блять, уроды.
Bring it on. Come on. I'm glad you're handling the network.
Подкрылся немножко фраг.
No sign of a Morfov.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Так, подожди-ка.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Тайник базы, конечно.
They're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures.
3 надо. 3 раз не подходит. 2 не подходит. Это только вот такие, да. 1, 2. Так, тут. 1, потом вот такую я где-то видел, да. 2 и...
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Тайник хороший, да, кстати говоря? Реально хороший, блядь, оказался. А куда теперь идти-то надо, алё, бля? Ну, блядь, я бы замерз бы, наверное, так бы. Какое бы холодение там, блядь, будет. Ну, хотя понятно, где там костюмы. Ага, ну все, так. Да, блядь, стреляйте, алё. Да, блядь, стреляй, ты ебучая ты хуйня, блядь. Блядь, ну это просто пиздец. Да выйдет. Сука, ну не робот, блядь, а говна кусок, блядь. Так. Да, блядь, ну... Пиздец, блядь, сука, какой говняный тупой робот, блядь. Да, блин. Блять, ну он же Да что за перезарядка? Ну ёбаная, сука, блять. Тут Фогнард. Ох, и завалили, блядь. Ну если их так валить по одному, то это, конечно, жесть, блядь. Так, подожди-ка. Это у меня чё? За 32. А, этот морф один был? Такой, блядь. Драстический, так. Ну, если что, я сейчас с этой буду валить. Блять, ну я же нажал на перезарядку. Ну какого ты хуя, блять? А, он на ходу не хочет перезаряжаться, охуеть, блядь. Блять. Да ну ёбаный робот опять, сука, стоит, только, блять, мешает нахуй, а. Блять, а на него уже потратил пиздец сколько. Гвоздомет, так. Что хуйня какая-то, это под каким номером оно у нас? Под номером 7. Под номером 7. Так, измененный, продвинутый, это физически наносит. Это тоже физически наносит. И такой наносит, да? Продвинутый випер. Есть что-то больше. Влияние вара. Ну я ж с ним же ходил, да? Ну да, вот он, Варон это. Крепкий орешек не подходит, нихуя так. Законник, ну давай я его под номером 7. Так. Но это сильная морфа, да?
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Семь, 8. Так, мы пошли. Такс. Морф. Морф.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinium. A real marvel.
Искалеченное. Чё у меня там искалеченного-то?
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
You're
We'll find
going to
good
be
use for
carrying that
this.
gooey mess, right?
Так, ну если что, у меня 7-8 самые такие мощнецкие, да, эти вооружения. Но этот морф хорошо валил, этот. Война миров.
What's that? My
Вас,
God.
да,
Look
да.
A
Ух
Lazarus
ты,
symbol.
прикольно, да.
You know, we might be some of the only. What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
И эта хуйня сейчас сюда пролетит.
Oh my God. The heat leeches are
Это уже что-то
terrible.
из Aliens Isolation сделали. Так. Уважитель воздуха мне нужен.
They live everywhere. That means terramorphs. Oh my God.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph.
Лосос.
The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches
Ну что ты мне
hide out in
предлагаешь-то,
ships,
блядь?
sneak away after landing, and then, with time,
А,
they
они на корабли
transform. We
попадают, куда-то
just
пролетают, а
found
потом...
out how terramorphs
Понятно.
move between planets. That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Aciles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be... No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom.
Ну а эти ж мелкие-то, блядь, на корабль могут реально проникнуть и где-то потом
It wouldn't just be
выселить.
Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of
Еще из реактора
alternate
энергию
growth method,
высасывать, да?
one that winnows 70 years of... I am sincerely inclined to agree, but the Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leap. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a
Ну понятно, кто-то может это в плохом смысле воспользоваться.
Multiple leeches into a place like... Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this...
Кто-то мог подстроить это.
But first, you'd have to know that...
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Убить терраморфа.
Recon protocols active.
Ну, завалим, о чем, блядь. Убить терраморфа так.
Alright, let's get to the bottom of this. First of all, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
Установка лазера. Кто-то ее использовал.
This fragile just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on?
Да понимаю, да, кто-то это использовал.
Exactly. Someone
Я
saw
это сказал
the
еще
Lazarus plant in
2
action
минуты назад.
and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one.
Sort of thing
Но это может знать тот, кто только знал об этом
and the
проекте.
sort of thing whoever did this probably did make some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis would be a success. And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned... It can't. At least, I didn't think it could. Oh, I am well aware.
Привет, Хаски.
Because it leaves some
Привет.
big questions unanswered. Who could pull something like this off?
Да кто мог, кто угодно. Объединенный кого, кто-то внутри должен иметь... Так, честно говоря, ваш отец все еще жив и показал, что его не очень-то волнует загуглить. Может быть, какая-нибудь группа... Ну, группа Эклиптик вряд ли. Варун, вряд ли. То есть тут можно кого-то обвинить, но кого? Мне кажется, это кто-то из объединенных колоний. Starfield.
Okay, Captain?
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Так, последний образец.
Kaiser? Get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Just say the word.
Так, надо что-то еще посмотреть, что может там лежать, валяться. Сюда нельзя никак, да? Здесь даже какое-то кафе было в этого в Лондоне. Блять, так и знал, что этот, блять, уебан не справится.
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Так, а чё у меня с... Давай-ка подлечимся. Набери восклицательный знак PC. Команда бот, он тебе напишет. Так. Желтенький восклицательный. Нет. Восклицательные знаки. PC. Ну, ПК, что не знаешь, как пишется. Так. Так, капля осталась еще, да? Капля. А у меня, кстати, на капле-то ничего нет. Ха-ха-ха. А у меня на капле-то нет ни хрена.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Так, ну там, наверное, тоже будет. Так, давай-ка сразу откроем что-нибудь. 4 есть. Раз. 3 есть. Есть 4 есть. Раз. Ах, и тут опять. 4 не подходит. 3 не подходит. 3 не подходит. Две сюда. 2 сюда. 4 сюда. 3 сюда, отлично. Так, а куда теперь надо-то, алё? Здесь надо еще что-то. Так, подожди, сейв. Ах, тут, сука, один надо. Один есть, но не хочется тратить. Так. Хотя у меня два по одному, так что давай попробуем потратить. Блять, а. Так, какие теперь у меня есть? Отлично.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process.
Так что делать-то надо, алё, блин?
Playback initiated.
Admiral Senna, we need to make the evacuation request.
Так они же сказали, что кавалерия не придет на подмогу.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
He just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Это с прошлого у них там.
To positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Знал об оружиях лазера и что?
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to...
Так может он и хотел убить это оружие лазера?
You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon. And he killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen.
Wrong. I was a commander. I've been in tough situations, and nothing would ever
Ну, хуёвый ты командир была, Сара, блядь.
He decided to sentence his own soldiers to death. What kind
Блядь, да потому что есть. За что они сражаются? Вот если бы они погибли за эту тайну в бою, это было бы одно, да? А если он их разнес, и эта тайна все равно, ну, как бы осталась тайной. Что другое, что ли? То же самое.
Good point. Deal with one monster at a time.
Так, ну у нас еще один, да, где-то образец. Короче, они папашку там этого обвиняют.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
И нихуя не произошло, да? А здесь маленькая гравитация. Так, ну тут морф будет по-любому, блядь. Блядь. Да, блядь, уйди ты нахуй, а, робот ты ебучий, вонючий, блядь. Так, погоди-ка. Ну что, надо мелких еще, блядь, перевалить. Потом уже того. Нахуй этот за мной бегает, блядь, урод, блядь.
Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Так.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here.
Так я же его привалил, алё, блядь. Ну-ка, хуйня какая-то, блядь, так они разные еще все. Ну и где, блядь? Слушай, ну серьезная такая, конечно, миссия, блин. Жестко в плане морфов это.
look at all of you, back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Can't be positive until we run some tests, but knowing that the Terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right? Hey, was worried about that myself. Though I know I wasn't... Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that they...
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Captain, he needs to know. Victus is alive.
Alive? He's... Victus? That can't be...
Блядь, эти уже всем распиздели, блядь.
Unfortunately for us all, yes.
So that means we have a sus...
I believe that's exactly what that means.
Да не, ну это слишком просто было. Ну.
Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab.
Надо было ей, наверное, тоже не говорить, что ее папаша жив.
But Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attack. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? Captain, I truly don't. He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more... So
Так, ну хорошо, что она не идет.
Plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC, but he's the only one. So right now, it's the only option. Whatever you can turn up is more than we have now. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want it. Best of luck, Captain. And...
Visiting Londinium left me with a longing for Nira. I did not think this was possible.
Так, давайте сохранимся и на этом сейчас закончим с объединенными колониями. Да, господа, мы на этом сохраняемся. Заканчиваем, пока Диас Амигос поиграем лучше в FIFA.